Ji, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Tariq Usman, and today I am going to teach you reading and writing with the help of a poem. And the poem that we have selected is No Second Troy. And who is the poet of this poem?
William Butler.
William Butler Yeats. William Butler Yeats. Okay, when you read this word Troy, what comes to your mind? Do you recall something? Troy, Greek culture, Greek society, Trojan War, ancient city of Greece. Okay, that's wonderful. So we are on Poetry Foundation. If you are on Poetry Foundation, you can have authentic text. Okay? So whenever you want to read some literature, some piece of literature, the best place to go is Poetry Foundation. Right? So don't miss such platforms, such websites in your learning. So let's read the first stanza. Why should I blame her that she filled my days with misery, or that she would of late have taught ignorant men most violent ways, or hurled the little streets upon the great? Had they but courage equal to desire? Had they courage but equal to desire? Do you see any word in these 4 lines that you struggle to find meanings? All these words are clear to you?
Yes.
Okay, that's wonderful. So if you want to know authentic meanings of some word, right? So you need to Google OALD, Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary, okay, on your smartphones, on your machines, laptops. So what will you get? You will get word class of the word that you are looking up, and you will also come to know phonetic transcription of that word. You can have its British Standard English phonetic transcription, and you can also have American Standard English transcription. And moreover, you will have all the possible list of meanings with examples, sentences and examples. Okay, can you do it? Can you go to Google and type OALD? So let's see how it works. How does it work? So we are living in OALD. Okay, that's wonderful. The very first entry you will click. Okay, please click it. Okay, so type here one word in the text. Do you have text with you? Okay, thank you so much. Okay, write solitary. 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 Can you rotate it? So this is a wonderful place to learn meanings of the words with many more things. You see, according to grammar, this word is an adjective. What is the word class of solitary?
Adjective.
Solitary is adjective. Okay, and this is its British transcription, solitary. And this is its American, solitary, solitary. Solitary, solitary. You can hear it by pressing the icon of this icon. You can hear it. Okay, wonderful. Now, usually before noun, we know that adjectives are used with nouns. Okay, so done alone without other people. She enjoys long solitary walks. So this is the example, the use of solitary in a sentence. Walks, this is noun, and solitary is functioning here as adjective. How is this functioning here? Adjective. Wonderful. Now you know which is the best, one of the best platforms to know?
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. Please install it. Now this is the second. This is the second meaning. A person or an animal enjoying being alone, frequently spending time alone. This is the second meaning. He was a solitary child. Tigers are solitary animals. You got the idea? So whenever you want to know all these things, I mean the word class of the word, the transcription and pronunciation of the word, okay? And also possible meanings with examples. So you need to just type OALD on your smartphone, on your devices, and you will have maximum information, all the required information. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Now coming back to the poem. Coming back to the poem. Alright students, now we have read the poem, we are done with the text, and we have discussed different themes, imagery, okay, allusions and other poetic devices in the poem. Now we have a writing activity. And what is the writing activity? You people are going to write one paragraph, okay, not a very long paragraph, not a very short paragraph. It should be of maximum 200 or 250 words, okay? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So what you are going to do, you are going to explain how Yeats presents the idea of beauty both as admirable and dangerous, okay? So let's have some brainstorming. Do you think that beauty is both admirable and dangerous? If
Yes.
How? How? What is your response? How it is dangerous and how it is admirable? You can speak. Yes, excellent. You are right. It can be dangerous, it can be admirable. Okay? If it is harming others' interests or other people, definitely it is dangerous. Or if it is used to trap somebody, as the poet is complaining that he was trapped. So that's good. Now, please write one paragraph where you are going to argue. Okay. Yeah, that's wonderful. So you are using it right. Very good. Keep on doing it. Wonderful, wonderful, excellent. Very good. You are doing great.